Add to stream. Ha! Ha ha! Babaji is here, and I will like that. And I. Ha! What's up? Wow, I'm so old, eh? Like, I'm just impressed by this like silly shit. Thanks everyone for coming. You are loved. God is great. We're here at a new time. Calvin Picorni's already ripping the hearts. James Kryptonanian. James the Kryptonian. Oh, Mr. Crypto. We got some crypto scammers in our comments too, actually. Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear the music. This is a nice little ripper I got off of YouTube Creators Library, Music Library over there. The good people at YouTube. This is a track called Like That. Anno Domini Beats. It's just right there on YouTube. You can rip and dip it right on YouTube. And look, every day we're learning more. And every day we want to bring world peace, loving kindness with this drip, drip, rip and dip. You know what I'm saying? The drip, it really is a drip of source energy. It is like it's dripping with source energy, and that's fine. And you get the drip when you rip and dip. And that's true in life too. Like, it's like a rip is like an adventure, and then the dip is like the scary, like the part that the unknown happens. In all stories. Even in songs, there's an ego death. You rip and you rise up. But then there's a point where you can't do it in your own strength. You can't do it on your own. That's when you let go, you let God. Ah, that's the dip. Dark night of the soul. And then, you know what happens? After you... When you let go, you let God. That's the first thing you got to do. That's the first thing you got to do. But then guess what happens? Then the ego says this.
I'm glad you've come. Now you are going to die.
The ego has to die. The ego has to die. Obi Liv says, tell him, Pastor. I'm telling him, brother. Zorro's here for the community. Thanks, Zorro, for coming in. You are loved. Appreciate it. Man, what an adventure, you know? What an adventure this channel has been. It's so nice to see people come in, participate in the culture, in the community, here in the comment section. Make sure you keep on putting in those comments, and make sure you support the digital ashram. Listen, we are a community-based people, and we want to do work for the community. We want to let the whole culture, let the whole community know about loving kindness. That's why we're trying to build this digital ashram. That's why we want to build this digital ashram. And soon we're going to have our memberships open. And I'm going to make sure that when you donate money to the ashram, we put a brick with your name on it, on the digital ashram. We got to put a brick with your name on it. So I'm just putting those systems in place to make sure y'all can support it like that. But you can still support in the chat. You can make donos in the chat, and God is great. We were actually thinking about a system. I was talking to my SEO expert yesterday, Urena Brew, here on the show as well. SEO NYC, ripping it. Already implemented some stuff today. Very excited. 17 people are here, so God is great. But one of the things we talked about implementing was just starting up that YouTube system, the inside of YouTube, even turning on the donos. But then we were also talking about, even in here, $10 rips. Yeah, we might just do a section called $10 rips. Yeah, and if you got something, Babaji, you guys come in and rip on it. But you can't tell me which side. Let's be reasonable. This is very dangerous in the culture right now. A couple of things we got to talk about. And the thing that hurts me the most as someone who is a certified preacher of love and kindness myself. By the way, before we move off of the digital ashram, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Tell your friends. And I'm going to go back to our virtual background. Shout out to the quartering, by the way. I got this thumbnail from the quartering channel. What a piece of art. And what a piece of YouTube. This is YouTube 101, YouTube masterclass on thumbnails. And you know what really made me say, you know what? I just want to take this thumbnail. Like, I got to shout this guy. Like, this is incredible work. What made me say this is incredible work? Really, it's the clown wig. Didn't see it anywhere. No, Ben Shapiro hasn't done it. Listen, this is the kind of thing that Shapiro sees the clown wig and he says, we didn't think of that? Why didn't we think of that? This is tight, dude. The clown wig is amazing. And it's the clown wig on him when he was crying when his wife invited him on her TV show, on her Facebook live show, and told him that he cheated on him with their son's friend. That's the facts of the situation. Not cheated, sorry, entanglement. I'm sorry, excuse me. Entanglement, wrong word. But no. Hey, we're not here. Listen, one of the things that we got to do here in this Church of Loving Kindness is we don't want to further polarize the community here. We don't want to further polarize the community. That's not what we're here to do. That's not what we're here to do. I do find that the conservatives do that a lot more. I feel like quartering is a bit of that. You know, as much as I love the channel quartering, I do feel like it is, but they just can't help it. It's like conservatives, like they just can't, everything's a fight. They're always coming looking, they're always fighting. And, you know, this is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about, and of course, quartering is going to say, oh, I'm not conservative. And also, shut it, like, I love the name quartering. It's amazing. But they always do this. Like all these conservative commentators, they're like, no, I'm not conservative. How dare you? How dare you? I am a 1976 classical liberal. So I'm the liberal. Like, it's like, okay, you like, just how are we going to talk about it then? Just cool it. Like, just, it's fine. Y'all got to just admit that you're conservative. I've seen Jordan Peterson do it too. Like, he's in a debate and someone would call him conservative. And he was like, how dare you?
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
How dare you? You call me a conservative. That happens. You know what I'm saying? What else do we got here? Yes. Clash of Gods. This is a sound effect called the Clash of Gods. And we're seeing a lot of it right now in the culture, in the community. And the first topic that I actually want to talk about is liberal infighting. Yeah. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about liberal infighting. And I want to talk about liberal infighting. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about fellow live streamer, Destiny. I hope we can say his name still. But I do want to open with a message of like, why are brothers fighting brothers? And I don't mean the way black people say it. I'm talking about we are all children of the Most High God. And when we fight each other, I don't like it. But when the own team fights on the own team, come on, people. We look like idiots. This is the kind of thing. This clown wig, this is a clown wig on Hollywood. It's a clown wig on the left, is what it is. That's what it is. We look like idiots. Pardon me while I test out these sound effects. I'm going to put on Das Record, actually. This is a track that was made for us by someone in our most beautiful congregation. Das Record. But I need to calm myself down because I'm very upset about that. I don't like infighting. I don't need it. And the culture doesn't need it. And we look like, quite frankly, we look like idiots. All of us, really. Because the conservatives are putting up thumbnails like this. They're saying, oh, look, Hollywood's a mess. Look at Hollywood. Oh, they're all a mess. They're all going crazy in Hollywood. Not only Hollywood, but let me tell you what another situation they're laughing at us on. Another situation in which they're laughing. We are a laughing stock on the left. Why? Because they want us fighting inside. That's what they want. And sometimes I do feel like some kind of a social justice lawyer. And I feel like as a brown guy, I could maybe pull off this role in the society. Like maybe I could be a social justice warrior. And every time someone gets canceled, I just come here and say, Your Honor, please. My client, Destiny, has a long history of very leftist, very left-wing, very supportive of all the communities. And it is not, we cannot cancel every time someone says something we don't like. I'm not going to get into can trans people play in sports or women's sports. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. That's not what this ashram is about. This is an ashram about loving kindness, about bringing the community together. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's not me. I don't want to touch that right now. Louis Vuitton, what's up, baby? Coffee is too Hollywood for us. Coffee's gone, baby. It's fine. Listen, love you. It's fine. You know, I get it. Listen, people got to go. People got to move on. There's some people in our audience that are, you know, like, they're so mad that coffee's gone. They're like, no, Steven, well, I am leaving. Steven's gone, then I'm leaving. People are doing that in the comments, and it's fine. It's fine. If you gotta go, go. Like, what's all this? Sometimes people. Sorry, I just jumped into a internal ashram issue there, but we'll talk about that. We're gonna talk about Steven in a second on our ashram break. We're gonna take an official ashram break in a second, but right now I want to tell you all about. I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about liberal infighting. That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to open our service on today. This service. The left is supposed to represent loving kindness, by the way. We are technically more in touch with our loving kindness. That's what they say. That's what it's supposed to be. We're a little more in touch with our loving kindness on the left. And yet we do these cancels, and it's like, can we, like, I'm not going to touch it. I don't need to touch it. But what's with the cancel every time? I've said this before. I'll say it again. Canceling is basically toxic masculinity. Sorry. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, argument number one. My client Destiny has a long history of very leftist, very progressive ideas, and we cannot afford to throw everyone out every time one mistake is made. We can do a community service. Why don't we do a community service? Why don't we have him reach out and go and see what it's like, maybe? If you're so sure of it, let's all go out there. Let's check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say, anyone's not allowed, anyone is allowed. Like, I'm not here to tell you how to do. You do you, right? Like, you know how to do your job. Your Honor, Smith, Your Honor, honorable law of social justice law. My client has a long history of leftist activities, views, content, very progressive. That's number one. Number two, can we afford to throw everyone out, though? That's the other issue. This is feeling like, a lot of people were saying, like, there's always people saying, like, cancel culture's over, cancel culture's over. This seems a little bit like, is it? Sometimes I look at my brown skin and I say, Thank you. Thank God I'm brown. You cancel in 2 seconds. Sorry, that's what it seems like to me. It seems like a little bit quick draw McGraw on the cancel, and it's like, who will fight for the leftist community? Let me ask you that. You kick everyone out. Who will fight for the leftist community? Oh wow. I can just put this on the screen? Damn, homie. Anyway, listen, we'll okay, hold on, hide that. Excuse me. And God is great. Wow, got it. We got a drip logo on the back, but then we got a Solo Patel logo in the top right corner. That's beautiful. I like that. Why was Destiny banned from Twitch? Let's give it a gander. So, shall we? By Jason Parker, analyst, white man. Your Honor, I went to Sportskeeda and I got the article. Okay, Your Honor, I'm not. Yeah, you can't. Listen, as someone of South Asian descent, let's be careful attacking me. Steven Destiny has seen another ban on Twitch, which occurred on March 23rd, 2022. While an official reason has been given, the platform seldom does. The streamer recently took to his YouTube channel to discuss the issue. According to the streamer, he was given 3 reasons he would have been banned on the platform, though no actual moment on his stream was revealed. Honestly, we got to do some kind of unionization. This is where, like, the YouTube people, like in TV, like I work in TV movie stuff. I'm in a union. The union takes care of us a little. YouTube, all the new people, they ran into YouTube. They ran into online, and all these old unions are like, hey, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. And we've all just been like, screw you, dude. You're dead. You're done. You're Titanic. It's over. Your TV networks, they're over. They're dead. It's all streaming platforms now. Would love to have a show on a streaming platform, by the way. I am pitching shows to streaming platforms, TV shows. However, here on YouTube, I do feel a little bit like this, where it's like Twitch, with Dr. Disrespect, they just kick him out. Where's the workers' rights? Where's the union? Where is the governing body saying, excuse me, Twitch, like, you can't just kick people out. Give a formal answer. Say, this is what's wrong. This is what happened. This and that. God is great. You know? Wow, dude. Shah Rukh Khan is on the Dubai advertisements. That's insane, dude. I don't know if you all saw the ad on the side. It's Shah Rukh Khan, the biggest star in Hollywood, and he does these Dubai commercials. That's a ripper. Okay, let's keep going. Twitch states Destiny was banned for hateful okay. Well, I mean, well, okay. But don't say at least they told him. But you can't just say hateful content and kick him out. Like, have a discussion. Right? This is a community. This is what I mean about, like, we got to watch this brother on brother violence. Pardon the gendering, the inter-community violence. And all violence is inter-community because we're all children of the Most High God. Don't you get it? Don't you see it? The same life force that animates you, it animates the other person. And they just got into let's just keep going. In the latest YouTube stream from Destiny, the streamer revealed it was hateful conduct that was the cause of his ban, but was not given any specifics. Instead, the platform allegedly said he was given some of the rules he may have broken to receive the punishment. It's one of these. Like, honestly, like, come on. Who does this? Imagine you break up with someone and they go, but why? And you say, it's either A, because you're a whore, B, because I'm banging other chicks. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what? Why? Why are we doing ABC? This is something where you call a guy in the office and you look in his face and you say, listen, man, we got a lot of pressure coming in. You know, I've always been a big fan. I know you're liberal. I know you progressive values, but we got a lot of heat coming in. I'm trying to fight it. I can't get him off my back. So anyway, they got you, dude. They got you. I'm sorry. Like, just say it in his face, man. You can't say that. What did they do? They just took they text a document to him? Like, it's one of these. It just has 3 things. Can you imagine you broke up with someone like that? You just put a document. It's like, A, your food tastes like shit. B, you're irresponsible. C, mom's a bitch. D, all of the above. E, I fucking hate you. Like, you know, it's rude. We're not doing this. We wouldn't do it in our real lives. Like, why are we attacking each other in the community like this? This is so rude to do that to someone, to take away his livelihood. And you don't even have to pay him. Like, he gets paid. He makes you money all these years, and then you just disrespect him like this. And that's what they did to Dr. Disrespect too. Come on, man. He talked about how the platform doesn't give him a specific reason for his bans. Elaborating further, at the 5:47:12 mark, he said, they said that a violation occurred on stream. And then the 3 possible reasons they gave for posting a combination of words and emotes in chat to promote degeneration based on race, denigration based on race, praising or supporting a hate crime. Well, I can tell you, Your Honor, I can tell you, my client is not doing anything. You know, I know. And I can show you a long history, a litany of his work where he has been nothing but supportive to basically all the communities. I mean, this is one of your own people, right? Like, is this? And look, we're going to get to comments in a second. I just want to get through this article, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll come to comments in a second, because this whole week has been such a ripper on really the leftist community. I mean, we are the Hollywood. And like I said, I don't want to do these topics, but I'm basically going to be the quartering. In 6 months, I should actually ask quartering if he wants to do a collab. I should also ask Destiny if he wants to do a collab, because probably Destiny's available to do a collab right now. Hey, someone was asking if they can do something for the channel. Can someone ask Destiny to jump on the stream? I mean, it's a long shot. Don't worry about it. If you know him, great. Hey, listen, if you know him, it's fine. But definitely one of the things I got to do on this show is I got to get that. I had the Law and Order sound effect. It's so funny. Social justice court. Social justice, law, and order. Hold on. Let me just make some notes here. Let's keep it going with this article. This just, it hurts my feelings. No, and only because people are fighting. Not because an anti-trans person was fighting. Only because people are fighting, it hurts my feelings. I don't like it. Why are we fighting? Let's keep going. So the first one is, posting a combination of words and emotes in chat to promote denigration based on race, praising, or supporting a hate crime. Okay. And then the third one, this would blow my mind if it's the third one, advocating for the exclusion of a group of people based on their disability. What? So the people that are banning him, this is the interesting twist. Because now it's almost like they are calling something a disability, which that's now they're being rude. Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, clearly, Twitch is also engaging in some negative. I mean, they're calling them disabled. Twitch is calling them disabled. My client never said that. Destiny never said anyone's disabled. Anyway, the streamer couldn't believe it would be the third option, and he also shot down the possibility of it being hate raids. He made it clear he doesn't believe his community does such a thing. Of course, no. Come on, streamer bans. Twitch partner Destiny has been banned. Streamerbans.com/user/Destiny. Wow, what's streamer bans? We must speak to them for the drip. Does anyone have a contact at streamer bans? Because we must talk to them on behalf of the drip and let them know that, I am not. We need to save this ashram. This is an ashram of loving kindness. What's with all the canceling? And then it does freak you out as a comedian because you're just like, well, then you just cancel for anything. This guy's lefty, hard lefty, stuff that you don't even get what he's talking about sometimes. Destiny. Who watches Destiny here? Put it on Twitch. He was also back in 2020 for alleged promoting violence towards protesters. It's not clear how long the streamer will be banned, but it very well could be longer than his previous 3-day ban. He promoted violence towards protesters in 2020. Your Honor, this is the first I'm hearing about this, and I feel like an idiot. This is something that my client has not been telling me about this. I mean, I got to look into that. We'll look into it. Listen, we'll figure it out. The streamer can continue to create content elsewhere since he is no longer a partner, but as of this writing, cannot stream on Twitch. Come on, dude. Social media suspects that Nick Fuentes' presence on the stream led to Destiny's ban. While there is no official reason given at this time, the popular opinion seems to be a recent stream he held that involved Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is a white nationalist political commentator and has been classified as a white supremacist by the Anti-Defamation League. Okay. I've told you this before, and I'll tell you again. I'll tell you what the Buddha says. You know what the Buddha says? Oh, if you tell the Buddha, they're racist, they're white supremacists. The Buddha says, okay, then love them double. That's what the Buddha would say. That is the official loving kindness teaching. Then they need double loving kindness. And if you think that's stupid, let me just show you a little interview I saw recently on Joe Rogan. Because I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, Amish, you're being a cuck. You're seriously cucking out over here. And, sometimes you got to just beat the shit out of some people. But no, you don't. Calvin Picorni. If you get canceled, the channel growth would be huge. Jordan Peterson, Brett Weinstein, etc. Cancels get the hits. Calvin, I like where your head's at. Calvin. Listen, Calvin, I'm really trying to make all you guys mods, but it's not letting me. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see if Calvin comes up. Jacolby Napier, I'm trying to type your name in. It's not letting me type. Unless I'm full of mods, maybe. Is there a mod limit? Because, Marco's a mod. And, Diligent Dabber's obviously a mod. Vince Vintage is a mod. Okay, Vince Vintage probably won't come back for a minute. Let's see. No, it says no matching users found. Hey, Jacolby Napier. It says no matching users found. Jacolby, have you subscribed? Jacolby, are you subscribed to the channel? Let me try Calvin Picorni. Wow, I know I'm way too close to the screen today. Listen, I'm just actually moving around the studio. True. I got to change the streamer name, and then I got to change this thumbnail too, because, I feel like the coordinator is going to be like, hey, man, why is my logo so bigger than yours. You know what I mean? He might kind of feel like that. Like you're trying to pass this off as like you're doing one of my streams or something. So we don't need that heat either. But okay, wait, Calvin Picorni. I'm going to type your name in. I hope you're subscribed. I don't know why this isn't letting me add people. Okay. Okay. It says paste the channel URL of a user to add as a moderator. Okay, fine. What's your channel URL? No. Channel dashboard? No. Best YT. It says, here we go. Paste the channel URL of a user. Okay, no. Bolt is here. What's up? $100 tip to become a mod. Yeah, I get. Listen, even if you did don't do a $100 tip to become a mod because I don't know what it is. It's just not happening right now. Firebringer K. Mods have responsibility. Yeah, mods are like, been sub since PBD, baby. Thanks, Colby. Dude, sorry, man. I don't know why it's not letting me. It's just saying like your things are not coming up unless I got to put in your URL. But then also I just feel like we got a lot going on today. We got a lot of topics today. And maybe during the show is not the time. I don't know. Hey, how about we do this? Me and you will do a private stream one day, and then let's just work through this. Okay, dude? Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for even wanting to be mods. I appreciate you. But yeah, Ninja Turtle, Amish, what's up, baby? Bolt is here. Icosa Chadron is here. Turbo Chad is back. Turbo Chad. What's up? Turbo Chad. Jay Gabru is here. Silver Saber 82 is here. Whole community talking. Louis Vuitton is here. Louis Vuitton? Oh my God. Louis Vuitton is here. Honey, Louis Vuitton is here. I got a Louis. See this? It's a Louis. It's not. This jacket, I actually went to Target in the States. I was at Target. I get this jacket from the sales section. I go to the front. The girl, I don't know what it is in America. Like you just go, yeah, I think there's a sale. I think something's going on with this. There's a sale, something. And then she goes, let me check. Oh yeah, it's $3. This jacket was $3. That's not bad. Honestly, you know what that is? That's Patel Force. That is Patel. I said, this is there's a more sale on it. And she goes, really? You're right. It's $3. It's like the Patel Force. There's a sale. They go, huh? Sale? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sorry, sir. It's very powerful what we can do. It's very powerful what we can do. Turbo Chat, thanks for coming, baby. You are loved. Firebringer K, I'm Sub, Jay Gabru. Yeah, clothes from Target are pretty cheap. But feels sexy. Like I feel nice and smooth right now. This is not the price you were looking for. Jacoby Napier, this is way lower than what I thought. At the drip, sorry, I really changed my name. It's pronounced Aiko Sashi Hadron, but other guys have just settled on Aiko. Haha. But tell me what y'all think of this, because this is a touchy. Okay, and I'm talking about the Twitch thing. Obviously, this one, the fight's over. I just feel like, how much analysis are we going to do on this? Dude on brother on brother. And like I said, I don't mean like black people. I mean like children of the Most High God brothers. I mean, we're all brothers, and there shouldn't be any fighting in this whole world. I'm against all of it. But while I'm against it there, I also am against it when people get canceled. Like, our boy. Let's just share it up. Like our boy. Destiny. How could you do this? I've said this before on the show. I feel like canceling people as an act, that is toxic masculinity. So, Your Honor, please, if I could just say a few words. Banning people, canceling people, this is a toxic masculinity, because if you think about what masculine traits are, it is about dominating someone and shunning them and cutting them off and destroying them, and you destroy your enemies. This is how the masculine energy works. When it's toxified, then it becomes endless wars and put everyone in prison. Even when you have people with that mentality of like, I'm tough on crime, I call that toxic masculinity too. Because a lot of times from the outside, it just looks like, I think you just like beating the shit out of people and putting them in jail. You know what I mean? Tough on crime. Sometimes you need a tough on crime. That's the sad thing. Maybe sometimes you do need a tough on crime, right? Let's just cool it with that. We don't want to be like the conservatives doing tough on crime. We're liberals. So we should be looking at someone, and like I was saying, the feminine thing to do, the balanced masculine thing to do would be to find a path to redemption for somebody. Instead of just canceling them, we reach out, we have a talk, we discuss the issues. We say, what is, where are you getting your information? Why do you feel this way? We have the full discussion out in the open, and then we come out with, I just feel like canceling, though. Kill them then. Sometimes it feels like, it's like, okay, well then just kill them. I don't know. Like, what do you want? They did the thing. You took, okay. I feel like the worst that it always gets is like you take 6 months of someone's career away. Because, yeah, like Twitch cutting him. I gotta say though, I don't feel good saying it. I don't feel right saying it because our fellow live streaming brother has, I think, unfairly been attacked in this case. And I'm not touching the politics. That's the only the drip. Don't say coward. Only the drip has this perspective. Everyone else thinks you have to weigh in on that. You don't always have to weigh in on that. It can just be about like, okay, fine, he made a mistake. What's the cancel about? Just going, like, honestly, sometimes I just feel like we can't, like, it is so like final to, it's like, are you going to kill them? It's wild. So, and bringing it back to the thumbnail that I have today, this is what it does to us. It makes us all, as leftists, it turns us all into a joke. And the right-wing people are laughing at us. And they're putting clown wigs on us because they're saying, look at them, they're weak, they fight each other. This guy from the quartering, and the quartering is a pretty badass name, actually. I guess it means like when you rip someone's body apart, you cut them into you torture them into quarters. So basically he's saying that is how, when I speak on a subject, when I do a topic, consider it quartered, I kill them. That's the meaning of it. Mac23806 says, what's up? What's going on, guys? Mac in the house. What's up, baby? Thanks for coming. Come on in. Mac, and anyone else just joining us, we're just discussing left on left violence, brother. We're discussing really brother on brother violence. And when I say brother on brother, I mean like we are all children of the Most High Gods. We're all brothers. And I am talking about how the left is in shambles right now. And we're going to wrap this up in a second, actually. Because we are at the timer, people. We are at our topic timer. And it's time to finish it off.
Let go, you let God. Some of you today.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to let this go, and we're going to let God take care of it now. All of this fighting, we got to stop this infighting. But again, we got to let go and let God. We just got to hope that the community realizes that, like, you're on the left. And I'm talking about Twitch now. But you're on the left. You're destroying another person on your own team, man. You're hurting your brother. You're hurting your friend. For what? Like, what do you get out of it? I just don't see what the point of it is. But anyway, listen, if anyone knows Twitch, tell them, hey, if you're looking for a stream, the drip's here, and we're doing guests. Next week, I'm going to have a ton of guests, actually. Let's change his background. Quartering's going to be like, what the hell are you doing, dude? He's going to come quarter my ass. This guy's like, let me quarter them for the right. He's like I feel like he's a right-wing YouTuber, and he basically likes to, this is what they're all doing. This is a whole right-wing, this is what they all do now. They see lefties acting like idiots, put a clown on it, do a rip. That's what the channel is. That's what his thing is. Put a clown wig on him, show the world what a clown he is, and do a rip. And in the end, what happens? The left looks like idiots. Foolish. It's foolish. It's too bad. But anyway, we are here streaming live on the Drip channel from the digital ashram with a message of bringing the community together, ending this fighting, being in love with one another in this life, going on rip and dips, adventures, having fun. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that people want to engage in this. Even here, sometimes in our congregation, we've had some attacks here. I mean, we've had people just come and be like, Come on, everyone. This guy sucks. Let's get out of here. Steven's gone. I hate this. I hate it now. Let's get out of here, everyone. Hey, don't start a revolution in the comments. You can go. Just go, baby. If it's a problem, if you don't like it, what? You don't have to make a whole career out of attacking Baba G, okay? You can go somewhere else. God has given you a whole world to create adventures in, to go out and be in the lila. And that's what this life is. Let me show you a very powerful, actually. I'm going to show you a very powerful Hindu teaching, and then we're going to go to this Kim Jong Un put up a movie trailer for his missile, which is a pretty ripper of a move if you think about it. Pretty ripper of a move. But let me just show you a quick. Let me just give you a little teaching on what the Hindus believe. Let me give you a little teaching on Hinduism, shall we? Let's see. This one's a ripper picture. I wonder if I'll get. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Share it. Share screen. Share this screen. And God is great. You see this? This is Shiva. This is actually Shiva, not Shakti. This is Shiva. And basically this whole thing, this is like a famous statue you see all over the place. And most of the Hindus that I know don't really get into it. And I've told you this before. I have to get all my Hinduism from these white guys in California. They know the best rippers. They know the real meaning most of the time. They know the stories. And then they do these banger art. Like, this is tight. Oh, sick. I like that. Quartz. I like that. But basically what the meaning of this thing is that what they're saying with all this, the symbolism. So apparently these fires are like the fires of creation. This is it is almost like they're representing the simulation that we're in, like the digital particles making the simulation. They're describing it as this fire it's almost like this fire of creation. In every particle, it's like on fire. It's like there's an energy in every particle, and it's like it's energizing. It is like a free energy. That energy is actually called Shakti. That's his wife. The energy is his wife. I know, it's wild. So that fire represents this ocean of creation, this simulation that we're in. And the hand symbols, like the drum in his one hand, that's supposed to be like the rhythm of life. Day and night, in breath, out breath, seasons, cycles. You'll find in your own life too, there's like certain things you keep repeating. But there's definitely certain bad habits. Let's say some of us are like, in the morning, I can rip and dip all day. I can get it all done. I say, I want to rise up to God. I'll put on a Jocko in the morning, get ripping. 2-3 hours of work, I'll get ripping. One Jocko motivational, Jordan Peterson motivational rip in the morning, and I'll get 4 or 5 hours of work done. Then I eat. Then at 2 o'clock, it just feels like I can't. Well, how are we going to keep? You know what I mean? But these are just the rhythms of life. That is a time for meditation and a workout. No thinking. Maybe do a dance. Maybe go for a run. That's what they try to tell you with the rhythms. It's like you got to be aware of the rhythms in your body, in the world. You got to work with them. And that's something that the West has lost. Nobody dances over here. Anyway, there's other hands up here. I'm not sure what's in the right. I think in the right hand it's the fire, but that's the fire of creation. Okay. Then he's dancing, right? One hand's up and one hand's like this. I think the up hand means, anyway, all this symbolism is not even the best symbol. The best symbolism is coming. But the hand up means beware. It's a ripper. But then the hand down means, but the whole thing's just a game. Have fun. So that's what that's supposed to mean. One is like warning. It's all a game. No, I know that sounds like a stretch, right? I saw that. This is like, I think Aldous Huxley has a video about that. He's like, the hand up it says warning. There's great suffering here. Life will take you by the horns and it will rile you around and it'll beat you up. So warning, but don't forget, it's all a game. So that's what that's supposed to mean. The leg up, I think, also means like you have to dance in it. You're dancing in this life. You know what I'm saying? So the leg up is just like, you know what I mean? Don't just be a wallflower dancing. Like dance so hard that maybe a leg goes up. That's who amongst you can say that you do. Most people can't do it. In our Western culture, most people can't do it. They can't dance that hard. They can stand against the wall and then act like they're angry and whatever, yo, I'm chilling. It's like, just come on. Shiva says no. Go on the dance floor. Dance hard. Bring a leg up. Anyway, listen, all of those are interesting. They're not crazy, right? But the great insight here is that at the bottom, his foot is on this little, some kind of a little baby. At the bottom, this little baby is over here. And that baby is actually, and this is made at least 500 years ago. If you ask Hindus, though, they'll keep telling, they'll be like 20,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago. Like they keep doing that. It's kind of how they're getting their rep a little bit. They try to make it out like we are so old where the Jew is in diaper. Christian is in a diaper, did nothing, and we are a number one. That's, you know what I mean? So they'll always like exaggerate those numbers. But this little baby represents your ego. And basically what this is teaching is that your life is a constant killing of that ego. You're always trying to do a...
I'm glad you've come. Now you are going to die.
The ego, not you. The ego has to die. And that's really when you're going on any great adventure, any great rip. The ego death represents like a part of your personality that's like holding you back. That part of you must die. Why? So you can be resurrected one step closer to God. Anyway, I bring this up just to put an end to that inward fighting, because I bring that up just to say, whether it's the inward fighting or whether it's the people coming in the comments and saying, Steven's not here, I hate him, I hate it. Come on, everyone, let's leave. Like, just, it's fine. It's fine. Joshua Mowdy says, I love dancing hard. Good for you, man. Kelvin McConey, what's up? What's up? Leah's here, taking a break from her hard-working work at the nursing, doing her nursing. Wow, we did it. We actually did a couple of surveys, and 9 p.m. was like the ripper time. And you know what? It's actually a kind of a shout out. 9 p.m. is prime time. I don't know how old y'all are, but 9 p.m. is prime time television, people. And the drip is live on YouTube. I think we could build this time out. How does everyone feel about this time? I mean, I already put out the thing and everyone said 8 p.m. So here we are, rip and dip. God is great. I think we can compete. I think we can compete with primetime television, because I'll tell you, TV's dead anyway. We're already getting more ratings than TV. Who's watching that? I work there. Trust me. They're all shenanigans to make it look like they're juicing numbers like crazy. And y'all should be juicing the numbers for the drip too, though. Actually, by the way, speaking of juicing the numbers, y'all should be. Just make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let the algorithm know that, like, look at this congregation is strong. Let the YouTube algorithm know that this congregation is strong. They're fighting. This must be an ashram of love. It's a love ashram, a digital love ashram. So make sure you keep supporting with those likes, with those subs, with those comments. And thanks everyone for coming in. You're loved. Leah says, hi, Amish. Hi, Leah. What's up? One more final. What does that mean? Oh, you have one more test and then you're going to be out of school, you schoolie. What's with these school people? That's so silly. I like a solid time. Prime time is right time. Joshua Mowdy, honestly, prime time. I grew up watching primetime TV. Thursday nights, 9 o'clock. That's my favorite TV shows, actually. You know, I remember even being when I was a kid. I don't know if y'all know this, but Friday night was the hack TV. Friday night was when they put on the corny freaking, like, Friday night is when Full House started ripping. Friday night is when Full House started ripping. And Full House changed the game because I remember they had this programming called TGIF, Friday nights, and it was 8 p.m. Full family watching. 8 p.m. full family watching, Friday nights. And it was like family shows. It was like what? It was a step above Hallmark. And it was a step above Christian, but not much. It was right there. It's basically like Hallmark level TV. And that's what you had to watch when I was a kid, TGIF. And then one day I remember Full House comes out and they start doing this ridiculous ass joke. Sorry. They start doing this ridiculous ass joke where they just have two babies on the show. It's really one baby, but they're twins. The Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen twins, famous now. But they have these twins on the show. And basically, instead of writing jokes, and if you watch Full House, I swear they do this, like it's too much. Crunchy Banana says, love you, Amish. Beautiful night in Baltimore. Love you too, baby. Listen to this track. This track sounds very Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this is free on YouTube. True Art, Real Affection, Part 4. Wow, what a name. By Noir et Blanc V. The song was made by Noir et Blanc V. What a great track. This is such a Baltimore track. Hill Street Bluesish. Yes, it is, Joshua. Calvin McCorney says, rest in peace, Bob Saget. Yeah, true. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. Honestly, and that show, it ruined his life. It really did, because he wanted to be like a dirty comic. And then he gets on this TGIF family show. And the whole show, even when I was like 10 years old, I watched it. I'm like, they just keep turning to the babies. They don't have a joke. They go to the baby. The baby goes, oopsie poopsie. But I thought it was a poopsie and a boopsie. And then it's all these adults, and then they look at the baby do that, and they go, have the candy, hey baby. That's all it is. They always do the message at the end. They're like, no, baby, I love you so much. It's always like a misunderstanding of like, why did you eat the candy? I thought I ate the candy because I thought nobody was looking after me and nobody loved me. And then they'll just and then they'll be like, honey, we do love you. Boopsie doopsie. That's the show. So silly. I mean, you might as well be doing like, you might as well be doing these, where's this? No. This is hot on the Indian shows. Everything, every like time someone does something silly. This is obviously. Where's the other one? I had another one. I had a ripper of a track. Well. Oh Lord is more like somewhere, other places. But this next one, I got this from a Jim Bakker. Like Jim Bakker, I don't know if y'all know Jim Bakker, but he does these like, he's pretty interesting. We should do a ripper on him actually real quick. But how he has fallen. Jim Bakker, how he has fallen. And we could do a full analysis on him. What happens when you live a life of sin? That's what happens if you become Jim Bakker. But I remember I saw this old documentary of his. I think it's The Rise of Jim Bakker. And he's just doing these scams on people. Always doing scams. Always sold out crowd. But the guy puts on a ripper of a show. The guy puts on a show that makes everyone say, well, God is great. I don't know what to do. And then he'll be like, and we're going to raise money, and we're going to get 2 more satellites in space, and we're going to build a whole church in South Korea, and we're going to do it with your money. Make sure you keep giving money to the foundation. Praise God. Praise him. And then the audience goes crazy. Like, I remember I saw a guy in the documentary, like, he doesn't even, maybe it's planted, but he goes, we're going to put a satellite in space, and you're going to pay for it with your donations. Keep on giving the donations. Praise God. Praise him. That's what happens. It's like some guy in the audience is like, yeah. Praise God. Praise him. Yeah. I like it. The guy kills it, man. The guy kills it. Bakker? We're going to get to Bakker in a second, actually. Nice, got the sound bites going. Yeah, you know what? You got to keep these sound bites popping.
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That's a good. It's funny how that's become the Karen now. That's become the Karen. When I was a kid, I'm so old that I'm the. Am I being the silly old guy who's like, why is Destiny getting canceled for like, I'm not even commenting on the trans part that he did. I'm not saying, like, put that aside. Why the cancel? You know what I mean? Like, a long time ago, it seemed like it was like right-wing church ladies that would say stuff like this.
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
But today, I feel like if you say, like, hey, I feel like it's not fair to just cancel someone without telling them what it was, and it was just because they, like, had a different opinion. Okay, fine, but just cancel someone, and then they go,
wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
it's the lefties saying it now. The whole thing's backwards. That's crazy. That is crazy. I didn't want to be, you know me, I'm lefty as hell. I didn't want to be a right-wing guy. I didn't want to go down that road. But this is what the culture has done. This is what the culture has done. We're like, look, we're always on the side of less fighting, nonviolence, bringing the culture together, bringing the community together. Thanks everyone for coming. You are loved. Joshua, Mowdy, Leah, everyone is here supporting the culture, supporting the community. Let's do another Noir et Blanc track as we bring on our next topic. Next thing I got to talk about is, you know what? When you got it, you got it. And this guy rips. You know what I'm saying? This guy rips. Check it out. Kim Jong Un, baby! Woo! Rocket trailer. He made a trailer for his rocket. This is the world that we're in now. Yep. You got it. You can't just... Actually, it's always been like this. You know, everyone... Sometimes people want to make it out like, oh, it's this internet culture and everyone's got to do a trailer and everyone's got to do a launch. I mean, the whole point of having these weapons, and the military people will tell you, the whole point of having these weapons is to just, if you got to flex with them. If you're not going to flex with them, it's all like the military people will tell you, if you're not going to flex with them, don't make them then. The whole point of the weapon is to say, hey, everyone, we got the rips. We're ready to rip. So you got to put the trailer on. You know what I'm saying? I don't, it's not the world I wanted to live in. It's not the world that I gave consent to even live in. You know, we're all just here. Who gave consent? Not me. Did you? Doesn't matter. We're here. It's a great, fun adventure. Actually, you can't give consent because you are the one who chose to be here. Yeah, according to the teachings. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. This is the closest I could get to the full trailer. If anyone knows where I can get the full the original trailer, just send it to me. But there's a lot of great clips here. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. How's everybody feeling right now? Calvin Picorni, $3. Jim Bakker versus Osho. Who's got the better rips? I got it. Listen, you know, this is a tough spot you're putting me in. This is a tough spot you're putting me in because I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, Amish is taking the Indian guy. He's with you're picking him because he's Indian. And for that reason, you know what I got to do now? For all of y'all, I'm going to switch the background to Joel Osteen. Just to remind everyone that probably one of my top Gurujis in the game overall is probably Joel Osteen. Sorry, the guy rips. He's got incredible rips. But between Jim Bakker and Osho's next level. Yeah, Osho's the highest. Osho is way higher. Way higher. Doesn't even come close. Jim Bakker, and if you watch the movie or you watch the documentary with Jim Bakker and Tammy Faye talks about this too. Tammy Faye was the lifeline of Jim Bakker. And let's just put this Kim Jong Un thing on hold for a second because this is actually a very important point of discussion you've brought up. Thank you so much for bringing this up. Listen, $3 rips. We're doing $3 rips. Bring it in. Don't know for a rip. Jim Bakker. Let's do Rise of PTL. I want to show you how this guy rips. He's no joke. He's no slouch. What happened to Jim Bakker's PTL site? I mean, he had a theme park. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't on a business level. It's a great comparison, Calvin. It's a great comparison. It's actually very appropriate to compare the two. It's very appropriate. However, what Osho, and look, Osho died before he could get to this, But what Osho never had to do is, for example, well, let's see what Jim Bakker is doing now. That's really where, like, Osho's teaching about these incredible. That's so silly that they put my video on my thing. But anyway, let's go over there. This is great. This is great. This is what he's doing today.
Judgment is coming.
It's Vic Berger, but it is still like, this is legit.
Judgment is coming.
He's a kooky guy, this guy. Like, his teachings are basically now what his teachings have become today. What his teachings are, what his legacy has now become, unfortunately, is he basically sells these end of the world supplies. And quite frankly, it is. Here we go. Let's just go to the Jim Bakker show. Let's go to him. Let's go to the main guy himself. 95.2 thousand subs. Wow. At one point, this man.
It took 20. The time I was with you, you taught me how to forgive. I will hear you.
Where is that? Do you hear that?
Every time I heard you talk about forgiveness, every time I would see you forgive people that will hurt you, I used to say, if he can forgive them, then.
Oh my God, I couldn't. I was like, who's saying that? I thought someone broke into our stream. Letting go of bitterness. Wait a minute. Do you see what just happened? This always happens. And this might be a God is great moment, because I'm going to play another track by Noir. What a silly thing that just happened. Because what just happened is I went to the Jim Bakker official website, and what's the first thing? Letting go of bitterness. This is a loving kindness teaching. So yeah, it's a loving kindness teaching. Of course, this keeps happening. Same with Joel Osteen. It's a loving kindness teaching. And I think maybe that a lot of good Christian stuff is that. So they take that and then they ruin it, because this guy is basically selling end of the world supplies. Huh. Damn, dude, he's ripping with the interviews right now. Okay. Let's see this. I mean, the food buckets. Let's go Jim Bakker food buckets. That's what you want to see.
What?
Like this?
People are ordering food faster.
Wow.
In a few hours, there's going to be an event take place.
He's selling food buckets now. So, like, Osho had rippers, man. Osho had incredible teachings. This guy's teachings today, even though there was that let go of bitterness thing, listen, something good. A broken clock strikes twice a day. This is mostly his teachings. His teachings today have become, the world is ending, by the buckets. And by the way, if I ever let our digital ashram become this, someone kill me. I will never do this to you, by the way. I just want everyone to know that. Here at our digital ashram, I will never take advantage of you with some ridiculous ass food buckets. I wouldn't do that. So, yeah, that's kind of where he's at now. He does a lot of doom and gloom, a lot of like the world's going to end. The Americans are sinners. Let's hear these theories.
We will be right back after this special message.
All that being said, very professional, man. Like I was talking to some people that are helping with our drip channel, and I was telling them, like, this guy's his original rise in the game, this is something that we can look at and we can learn a lot from too. Like this thing, we'll be right back after this special message. Yeah, like I should do that. I should play a trailer from a meditation show and then go and, if I have to go to the washroom or something. Why not? I think that's good. So there's always something to learn.
The collapse is coming.
Doomsday clock for global market crash strikes 1 minute to midnight. You hear that, John?
Bible says he's going to throw gold and silver in the street tomorrow. We could look back and say yesterday was the last day to order and get prepared.
This
Yeah, I mean, look at these are incredible sales tactics too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I would never do that. How could you do this?
comes with 22 buckets, plus a bonus of 6 additional buckets
for a total of 28 buckets.
It's crazy. It's like when I was doing that NFT thing, people are like, oh, I can't believe Amish is a scammer now. It's like, guys, I'm not doing buckets. I'm not doing NFTs. Just cool it, would you?
I want to show you something. All this food is for a gift of $2,500.
A gift. Brilliant. Tax exempt. Oh, it's a gift. You give me a gift, I'll send you a gift. Tax exempt.
8 years.
That I am going to do. That I am working on, by the way. Listen, my meditation, it's like one part of it is loving. It's a loving kindness practice, a Buddhist practice. So if I don't get tax exempt, and then the other thing I kind of teach is an old Hindu practice, technically. I'm not saying everyone can't do it. Every religion has a department. But my loving kindness, it's a Buddhist practice. If I don't get tax exempt, it's an insult on the whole community, if you think about it.
About food. This is what you should be doing.
Wow.
John, you come on. You're the rights preacher. You told me to do this.
You're the rights preacher. So this is what you're getting with Jim Bakker. But let me show you something good with Jim Bakker. I don't want to, because then people are going to accuse racism and say, oh, he's just pushing for Osho. Let's be even here. I got to show you Rise of PTL. This is an incredible documentary. Is it this one? Well, Heritage USA includes. Well, let's see a little bit of this. This. No, this is the one. This is amazing.
Bakker raised so.
This was amazing. Oh shit! Yeah. No, that was back here.
Of this report.
I believe it's time.
Despite evidence of false solicitation, possible tax evasion, and even fraud, all three agencies failed to act, and Bakker continued to raise millions with apparent impunity.
This is amazing. And this is all he's doing it while Reagan was in office. They kind of got away. That helped them. The Reagan people were kind of like, just be cool with him. You know what I mean? Like, it was all religious freedoms time, and he really popped off on that. What I like this one too. This is really good. So this is some of his telethon work. Incredible. The guy was like just the most incredible sales guy on the phone. You know what I mean?
Genial kids I ever saw.
He felt that he was the one that had the brilliant idea of copying the Johnny Carson type format for Christian television.
My, we have so much to praise the Lord about today that I think we better get started right away. Just praising the Lord for his goodness.
Amen.
Isn't the Lord good?
That's good though. No, I do like that though. See, that's the thing with him. I'm like, it's a banger. It's like a great idea for a TV show. And they always did rippers, but like they did sketches, they did like music, puppets, all that stuff, right? But then what Tammy would say, his wife at the time, she said that he started going crazy, selling out, and just trying to get money. So we're going to see some of that here.
It wasn't long before Bakker discovered that his broadcasting talent made him an exceptionally effective fundraiser.
One time the telethon wasn't doing terribly well, and so Jim started crying and started saying that if people didn't send in $10 or something like that, that they wouldn't be able to survive. And the phone started ringing, people started sending money.
Praise God, $1,000.
You see this? People, make donations. You better make donations. I don't know what we're going to do. Thank you, Calvin. Giving us $3. Oh, is that USD? Oh, it's USD. Thank you, Calvin. I love USD.
$10 a month. Here's another one for $15 a month, and another one here for $10 a month.
We praise God. I can hear phones ringing. We have almost 100 phones busy. Come on, let's ring them all.
Come on, y'all. Let's ring them all. We got to get a phone in here. Do you see how I get riled up when I see Jim Bakker? I love Jim Bakker.
1974, a Christian broadcasting organization based in Charlotte, North Carolina, recruited Bakker, not least for his fundraising ability. Within months, it was solvent, and Bakker was chairman and president.
Our time is long for today. We're going to be going around the world every day this week, so tune in again tomorrow. And remember that God loves you. He really does. Goodbye for today.
Oh, he is so charming. I mean, look at the smile, dude. You see how he turned it around? This is one of those ones where I go, Calvin, this is a great topic, by the way. This is a great topic because I did want to show you my favorite rip from Jim Bakker, and I think I did him justice. We see what he's doing today. We see what he did, but back then, like, these are the kinds of moves that take you to the top, baby. These are the kinds of moves that take you to the top. Look at the smile on this guy's face.
Remember that God loves you.
God loves you. He really does.
Baker raised.
He had the first 2 satellites in space, I think, too, for television broadcast. Yeah, like it was him and ESPN basically had the first couple of satellites in space for TV. The guy rips. What are you gonna do?
The PTL Television Network plans to broadcast television and radio non-stop, 24 hours a day until the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Baker's satellite network
It's
played an
God's
important
news,
role in the
baby.
spread of televangelism by carrying other religious broadcasters' programs. In the 1970s, new technology and their tax-exempt status helped the televangelists enjoy a phenomenal
Tax-exempt status.
growth rate. You're watching PTO, the Inspirational Network.
Damn, this is without this, I don't know, like this pushed TV forward. This is a big deal in America.
Jim Bakker's PTL Club was perhaps the most professional of all the Christian TV shows.
Bangers. He put up rippers. But anyway, that's him. And I got to show you, the disco sex guru, Gods of the New Age, families against cult teachings and abuses. No, you see, like, that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, as much as his teachings are incredible. And unlike Jim Bakker, I got to say, like, so because Osho, and like, fair enough, cult teacher, yes. Abusive, yeah, technically, yes. Con artist, 100%. Wow. And then Sheila's ripping. Why is Sheila can I play that even? Sheila rips. Of course, she's just nude in these magazines. That's so funny. No, Life of Osho, no. One of my favorite documentaries, though. But that documentary is not even as good as Disco Sex. And this one. Wow, it's gone? Yeah, this is it.
A charitable entity set up to protect the ashram from paying taxes. Rajneesh lives well, even for a god.
And Bhagwan says, I'm a very simple man. I like best of everything.
I believe in luxury. If I cannot make everybody to live in luxury, at least I will manage to live myself.
While new cars may be symbolic of a guru's success, his most precious possessions are his disciples. Everything.
The sannyasins. These are the sannyasins. So this is a whole different feel of a cult, right? Like Bakker, I don't know. He had the government behind him. That's the difference between Bakker and Osho. Osho's on his own. The white man was coming after him. You know, that's kind of what you get from the documentary. You have to go 3 episodes in being like, what did this guy do wrong? And before you say I'm just defending the Hindu, because I know many of you will say, no, Amish, you are just defending your Hindu. You are coming in and defending your people, your Hindus, and that's not fair. But listen, hold on. The people who made the documentary, it's 2 white guys. Not this one, the one on Netflix, 2 white guys, and they're great filmmakers. So they know what they're doing. And that documentary had a very strong thesis. I felt like the thesis of it was they were like a loving kindness. They're just trying to build a digital ashram of loving kindness, just like me, just like your Babaji. They're just trying to make like a ashram of loving kindness and whatever. But when the place that they set up in America, that whole community, they didn't like it. The owner of Nike was like, we're not going to let these packs run us over. We're not going to let these fucking packs take our women, run us over. So then they got aggressive. Then these guys started getting guns. Then it went super shady. Fine, fair enough. And that's where it is a cult, though. That's where it does become like a cult. But the thing I wanted to show y'all, well, let's keep going on this.
To ensure their continued devotion. To strengthen the group identity, sannyasins are required at all times to dress in approved shades of red and to wear a mala, a beaded neck.
By the way, if anyone knows how I can make one of these for the drip, you got it. Send me a message. Let's figure this out. I would love to see a little locket, heart-shaped, fine. A little lock, beads, and then there's a locket. And when you open it, it says, Bhagwan loves you. And a picture of me. I think that's a ripper. That's tight. That's so silly, right?
Shades of red.
I teach the commune.
Look at these crowds, man. It's 80% white. That's the thing, right? Like Jim Bakker's got the government behind him. He's set up pretty good. These guys, I mean, everyone's attacking him from day one. And then eventually they crossed the line. It drove them crazy. They crossed the line. 100%. Fine, fair enough. I'm not going to say he didn't.
The family is the unit.
An estimated 10,000 disciples would include swimming pools, a hospital, a bank, and a shop city and a 5 stars.
I like this. I like that. One of my favorite, these crowds.
Deborah Olson's father was a judge, and her grandfather has made them a legend in guru circles. Each new disciple is rated for their anticipated future income or political value.
Damn, dude. And then he was so high that he started letting other white guys become Babajis too. I mean, but just to get back to the teachings, I just want to show you a little bit of what the crowd was like. A little bit what the vibe is like. The vibe was sick with this guy too. He had real Hollywood people. He wasn't making a fake. He wasn't making a side Hindu network. No way, man. He was in with Hollywood. I don't know. That to me, that shows that he's a cut above. And this is before Hollywood was filled with those sinners that are there today. He had them. They were like, it's a really beautiful philosophy. Honestly, you're getting this many converts. I mean, the whole crowd is white. I mean, okay, maybe the main guy's white too, so maybe that's
a prize catch for Rajneesh.
But I don't think that makes a difference. Even when Rajneesh is ripping, it's all white people. They love his ass.
The wealthy and the children of the wealthy who have trust funds are pressed to make large donations.
Yeah, this documentary is very anti, though.
The wealthy and the children of the wealthy.
And this documentary is basically he's calling them a cult. Fair enough. Technically, it is. Fair enough. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. But Age of Gods.
Celebrating more than 20 years in the field of
this is what I wanted to show you too. I really
a mere
like
man
this.
who considered himself to be God.
This truly an innovation. This is truly an innovation. And this is something that Americans should look at him and with respect and reverence. You know what I mean? Because this is almost like what the fast food companies did. If you think about it, this is almost what this is basically what the old companies did too. That were like, what's it called? $10 for 10 minutes. Thoughts on Russell Brand? Oh, sick. Thanks, homie. But yeah, this drive-by.
Part of his required allegiance demanded that his followers always wear orange, India's holy color.
No.
And
I want you to show you. I want to show you something.
Leading authorities on new religious movements.
prior to Rajneesh's death and the closure of his convent to a mere man who could
this. Did you see what he's doing here? This is a drive-by blessing.
consider himself to be God.
I mean, you can't say he's not a true American patriot. I mean, this guy loves America. God bless America. He's doing drive-bys, drive-by blessing. It's like fast food. He drives by, he's giving the blessing. They're all there. It's a good time, man. He was putting together these banger-ass, ripper-ass festivals. But yeah, no, technically, yeah, no, he did cross the line. Like, they got guns. I don't agree with, obviously, here at the digital ashram, we don't believe in that by having to purchase weapons. You know, they should have, and poisoning the town, obviously crossed the line. Obviously not allowed to poison the town. And that's inappropriate, and that's fine. But if I had to compare Osho, I'm going to say on a couple of levels, like strictly teachings-wise, I'd say Bakker's good, because his teachings are, he's more talented. He can sing, he can dance. You know, they do all kind, like they had cooking shows. Like, the guy rips, and he made a television network. So he's more talented. The teachings themselves, they are mostly like loving kindness based teachings. So I'll give him, their teachings are good. Osho, I'd say the teachings were profound. Like, to this, I'm listening to them now. They're amazing. They're incredible. He's based, and it's not even his teachings. He's just reading old Zen teachings. It's Zen, Sufism. He just picks the banger rips. He picks a parable and does a banger rip and just goes 2 hours off the top of his head. Basically what we're doing here. The guy rips and it's tight though. It's surprisingly, shockingly tight. It's so good. Like I mean it. It's so good. But really he's heavily leaning on the old teachings. The Sufis, amazing. Taoist. He has a lot of Taoist discourses too. So much stuff. Tantric. Tantric is amazing. You hear the philosophy. You're like, yes, brother, God is great. Like nectar in your ears. You will say, brother, God is great. That's how powerful the teachings are. But Urana Brew says $10 for 10 minutes. Listen, $10 on Russell Brand. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Let's pull him up. Because actually, I love Russell Brand. And Calvin, thanks for the dono. Appreciate you. But yeah, Russell Brand is ripping it. He's doing okay, I like the spiritual angle. Great. I like that he's doing these rips, like we're doing here. Hold on. Let me set the timer. Set the timer. We have to be very strict here at the ashram. We have to be very strict at the ashram. But thanks, Urana. Appreciate you. Oh my God, I'm not even subscribed. Yes. 5 million. He rips, honestly. He does rip, and he is so, I do find his topics are tight. Now, here's the thing. Because I don't want to just say, I love him, I agree with everything. If I could say I disagree on something, I think this truckers thing was one of those where I've seen some good articles and some good stuff saying, on the truckers thing, he just, listen, you're daily ripping, you get swept away. I think he went a little more pro-truckers than deserved. But really, that's the worst rip I've heard on him. He's generally speaking, I don't know how we're even going to get to 10 minutes with this guy. He's just it's just I don't know what else to tell you other than I agree. I like that he has notes. I like that he reads the articles. That's very good. Canada Post Trudeau invokes, this part of it. I agree with him. I think this is totally inappropriate. What they've done is this emergency powers. See, so that I agree with him. Too far with the emergency powers. And apparently, if you were involved in the trucker protest, and apparently even if you donated to the trucker protest, I think your mortgages are going to get, I don't think you can get a mortgage now. That's okay. See, now I'm adding a conspiracy. I heard that just because I know a lot of people who do mortgages, and what they were telling me is that for the time that Trudeau, this is actually kind of funny, for the time that Trudeau said, did this Emergency Powers Act, he basically gave the CRA the ability to just grab extra information about people. He just gave them that free reign or whatever. And so I know some people that work at that apply for mortgages with the bank, and they were saying that for a while, when he did that, the Emergency Powers Act, whatever, a bunch of the mortgages went down because a bunch of mortgages didn't get approved because the CRA gave the bank a bunch of extra information about everyone. And when that information comes in, because the way that the bank gives you mortgages, the way that mortgages get approved is that you basically have to have a sales guy who takes your information, makes it look sexy, knows how to pass it through, they know how to take just the right amount of information, get it through. So the bank is yeah, we'll give you $20 million for a house, or we'll give you $5 million mortgage for a house. Even though really, does everyone deserve a house? Not really, but whatever. The bank is just that's how it's set up. They're looking for excuses to give you the home. The mortgage brokers know that we're just going to take these 4 pieces of information. That's all you need. You put it through. So these guys I know here that do they're mortgage brokers. They were saying that when Trudeau did this Emergency Powers Act, the CRA gave the bank a bunch of information. So they would apply for a mortgage for someone. And then on the other side of the bank, they would be hey, we got all this extra information and actually they're not approved. So a bunch of people, and it's not even some of the truckers protests. It's just unrelated even. There's someone, and they're do they donate to truckers protests? No. But because of this Emergency Powers Act, we got extra information about a bunch of people. And now that we have it, we just can't give them the mortgage. So then after a little bit of doing that, the banks were okay, we're going to lose too much money. So then they basically just cut that information out. And I think they told the CRA, listen, we don't want to see it. This is what someone's telling me. I mean, this is what the problem is with this, is that like, okay, you went to a protest. Like, why are you doing emergency powers? They didn't need any emergency powers to get rid of them. That's the crazy thing. That's the other thing. It really was just a politician just doing a power grab. And he's been calling it out, and I think he's done a great job of it. He has done a great job of it, but then I've heard that he's a little too on the truckers' side protest. But listen, Urain, like, this is a $10 rip. You know what I'm saying, everyone? This is a $10 rip. And I'm really trying to look for something on Russell Brand, but I don't have it right now. But I think he's a little too believing. That's the worst thing I got. No, I love this guy. He's so good. What an inspiration. What a great guy. I can't believe he was bulimic too. Weird thing to bring up right now. But great guy. So many rips on Trudeau. State of emergency. Is this your liberal hero? Tight with the rips. Tight. Also, I like that he did a lot of this. And he's probably going to weigh in on the Destiny issue too. See, this is a great thing about Russell Brand. And really, I think it's because he understands loving kindness, why he's able to tackle these hard-ass topics. Because, yeah, like, I think most people are just too scared to do the anti-vax shit. Not that he's anti-vax, but he did put out a bunch of stuff about, like, there's reasons to be mistrusting. I've said it for 2 years now. Fauci made the goddamn virus, and I'm sick of it. And I gotta say he's the sexiest man alive? You're crazy. And not a lot of voices are out saying this, while the mainstream, I honestly, I was even joking with Urain about this, like how I gotta put in my outro video, like, hey, if you're sick of the mainstream media and want the real stuff, make sure you subscribe to The Drip and support our digital ashram. Our ashram of loving kindness. Make sure you support us. But it's true, though. Why are we all pretending like Fauci is some sexy idiot? He made coronavirus. And I'm saying that from a place of loving kindness. I'm saying it from a place of like, listen, you got an order from the U.S. government or whoever your boss is, Fauci's boss, whatever. They said, hey, after SARS, they went to Fauci. They said, Fauci, let me put on some music. Because this is one of the reasons I really do like Russell Brand, is because he's one of the only people talking about this. Him, Jimmy Dore, some of the only comedians. And they are seen as kooky dukes. And that's not right, because, yeah, like, why do I got to pretend Fauci's the sexiest man alive? He made the virus. And again, I'm not saying he did it on purpose. I'm not saying he did it because he wanted to hurt anyone. But let's call it what it is. The guy was given money. They said, hey, make a banger, make the next step up. I don't want to say gain of F word on this channel. I don't want to say gain of F word on this channel because we're going to get demonetized. And the channel's already, pretty heavily demonetized. We are losing money on the channel, people. Hashtag save the ashram. Okay? So I don't want to say gain of F word on the show, but Fauci, they said, hey, can you make a banger after SARS? They were like, can you make what's the next banger version of this? So we're prepared for it. It's an honest mistake. So that's what Fauci started working on. And apparently Fauci made the virus, got out of the lab, and there's actually more and more proof for that. And it's crazy how many, just cool friends of mine that I know that only watch mainstream shit, that they just won't, even if you say mainstream news, they go, oh, okay, Amish. Okay, well. Oh, yeah, Fauci made the virus, huh? Fauci made it. Huh? But Russell Brand is actually one of the voices, so that's good. Let's do Fauci in Congress. This is one of the only ones. This is part of our Russell Brand rip, by the way. It has to. What are we going to do? Just sit here and say we love Russell Brand for 10 minutes? We got to rip someone. We do have to, it's a church, it's a loving kindness ashram, but we do got to get to a rip over here. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a rip from this guy. This is a good one. No. Honestly, the Rand Paul rips are the best rips. Let's check this.
It is a crime to lie to Congress. Do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, I have never lied before the Congress, and I do.
Senator Paul, I've never lied. You know what you did.
Do not retract that statement. This paper that you were referring to was judged by qualified staff up and down the chain as not being gain of function.
After he emailed them and said, you better get in line. And those emails have come out too. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. These emails have even come out.
Let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans.
Right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about. Okay, you get one person.
Gain of function. This is your definition that you guys wrote. It says that scientific research that increases the transmissibility among animals is gain of function. They took animal viruses that only occur in animals and they increased their transmissibility to human. How you can say that is not gain of function?
It is not.
It's a dance, and you're dancing around this because you're trying to obscure.
100%. This is 100% correct. I can't send it to people. They're like, oh, well, Rand Paul's, he's right wing and they don't like it. Stop. Russell Brand knows. And again, we need more and more lefty voices on this. And I hope Russell Brand does a rip on the. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to touch it. I guess we're hot button as AF over here on the drip because we ripped it. The what's it called? Destiny getting canceled. You know, I mean, who has the balls to do it? Turbo Chad says extremely sus, man. Yep. Schwa, save the audience rating. There's a weird echo when you're watching the clips. I know. Oh, damn it. What do we do? Weird echo when I'm watching the clips. Okay, hold up. I'm going to put on the Kim Jong Un trailer now. This is going to be our last topic of the night. And I'm going to give it a 20-minute ripper because I got some stuff to say on this. But last topic of the night, unless some people want to do $10 for 10 minutes. Listen, we'll do 10. Listen, custom rips are here. Custom rips are available. Thanks, Urana Brew, for bringing that up. You are loved. You are appreciated. Urana Brew is an SEO master. Make sure you check him out. I think his Instagram is like SEO master too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Leah's here. She's just finishing school. Turbo Chad back for the rips. Schwa, what up? Joshua Mowdy, what up? The whole community is here. The whole congregation is here. Bolt is here. McZemzem is here. Tristan Inglis, how you doing? Tristan English says Russell Brand is definitely not someone I watch or listen to. Honestly, check it out. It's not bad. I mean, Tristan, are you saying because you think he sucks? Josh, because I think he's pretty tight. I like his rip. I like his rips. He's like on the right side. I'll give him that. While all the other lefties, mainstream media lefties, they're too afraid to say the real shit. Russell's ripping it. And that is honestly a big part of like, for me, that's a big part of like who I love. I feel like I want to see a Jimmy Dore. I want to see a Joe Rogan. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, this is why y'all got to support this digital ashram. You have to support it. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, support the community. We're going through hard time. Listen, this is dangerous times we're in. This is dangerous times we're in. I'm going to start up our last ripper, Kim Jong Un. I mean, if anyone knows where this original trailer is, because I cannot get the original trailer for this, but this is pretty ripper already. It's so good. I mean, look at that. Rock and roll. Bad boy rock and roll. So Kim Jong Un is a bad boy rock and roll. You see what he does? He comes out with the leather jacket, black sunglasses. He says, I'm a rock and roll. I'm just like Daddy, rock and roll. Just like Daddy, I do bad. I say, fuck you, rock and roll. I don't care. I don't care. I say, fuck you, rock and roll. America also, I say, fuck you, rock and roll. You know what I love about this is that this is his show of like, we're independent. We're not under the thumb of the Americans. We don't do whatever. You are like, what do they wear in Korea? You know what I mean? Like if I was an Indian dictator, I'm not wearing the enemies. You know what I mean? Like why? What's this leather? I mean, it looks kind of pleather to be honest. But what's the leather jacket and the sunglasses? Also, you can't get a personal trainer, dude. It's, I guess over there though, being a big bite, tick. I don't want to get canceled for fat shaming Kim Jong Un. I don't want to get canceled for fat shaming Kim Jong Un. But I'm just saying, I think over there, being big, you can't shame him. I think he's proud of it. I think when everyone's starving and you come out tick, you say, yeah, what? I'm a James Dean rock and roll. Fuck you, bad boy. I'm bad boy, James Dean rock and roll. I don't care. Just like Daddy, I'm rock and roll. That's a good ripper. I like the slow motion. Yeah, tell him what to do. Yeah. Yeah, dude. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this guy, like, he's, because they make it sound like he's out in the sea, he's out ripping, you know what I mean? Like he does it himself or something. What do y'all think of this? Do you think this is he doing this? Does he have to check the time and say what time? What time? Well, let's go then. Time to rocket time. What time? I'm James Dean rock and roll, bad boy rock and roll. What time is it? Oh, time to kill American. Time for rock and roll. Time for rock and roll. I mean, you put together a Hollywood trailer. You're putting together a Hollywood trailer. I don't want to say I know all the rules. I'm some big filmmaker guy. But I just feel like, what's the multiple people looking at their watches? I mean, it sends a bad signal, I think, to the community. You're almost saying like, boring. How long is this going to take? Korean Impossible. Yeah, 100%, dude. He's checking too. Why are they? No. Banzai! Everybody, Banzai! Banzai! Thanks, homie. In the comments, people are loving. This is great footage. Like, this is the Guardian News YouTube channel. They're not cutting this. So this is in the original. They did this whole check the time thing. Okay, so they did a check the time bit. I like it. Okay, now the zoom in. You got to take the glasses off. You know, so no one thinks it's some body double. No. Oh, James Dean rock and roll. James Dean rock and roll. Say, yeah, do it. Rock and roll. Let's go. Huh. Enough! Okay, sick. This is why now more than ever, you got to support the digital ashram, people. You got to support the digital ashram because this is the kind of world. Wait a minute, we didn't get that walk. What are you missing? You chimpied out on me here? Guardian? Associated Press is going to have the full shit. Pyongyang, North Korea. I like that. I like the slow-mo. Okay, they have the watch. It's almost like they have the whole thing. Oh, there's more. Ribs. Man, I would have got so jacked if I was doing a trailer like this. Bro, go to the gym though, right? If there's anyone we can fat shame, it's him. And it's like, dude, it's a win-win for everyone. You're healthier. Like right now, like this is an honest message for Kim Jong Un. Like you are going to feel so much better when you get a personal trainer. And I know you can afford it. And I know Dennis Rodman can just call Dennis Rodman and say, listen, man, send me the top basketball coach. I guarantee you it's a drop in the bucket. It's not going to cost you anything. Everyone's going to win here. You'll be healthier. You'll feel more energetic, more joyful in your life. The people aren't going to be like, oh, this guy's rubbing it in our faces that we're starving to death. You know what I mean? Like your people will be cooler with you. And this truly, that is who else is giving these loving kindness teachings? Really nobody. Let's keep going. Forgot to do the timer. Let's go to 6 minutes on the rip. We're rip and dip. Yeah. What a waste of time. They replaced the entire U.S. mainland within striking distance. Come on, dude. This is pretty sick, though, cinematography-wise. This is what we call in the Hollywood business, in the movie business, this is what we call production value. You understand that? That's what we call production value. I mean, I don't agree with making a missile. But if you made a missile, do a trailer, dude. Might as well rip it. I mean, this is sexy footage. Look at those wheels even. Oh, this looks sick. This looks like science fiction. This looks like a Star Wars TV show, Star Wars. Hwasong is North Korea's longest range weapon and, by some estimates, the world's biggest road mobile ballistic missile system. So they can just drive down the road with it. Why do they always have to do like a serial code on this? Like, are they making so many of these that they got to keep track like that? Like, you didn't make this many. 03, 03, 1203. Like it's like it's not like, you know, any other barcode. It's like what, there's gonna be a barcode on it? It's so weird. Like, why don't you put rip and dip on it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a missile, right? So just put rip and dip. Like, what's the number mean? I don't know.
Kim Jong Un 동지께서 국방과학연구부 내치도 간부들과 함께 발사 종합 지휘소를 차지하시자 발사 진지와 시험 관측 기술 초소들 관련 시험 연구소들의
Wow. KNCA paraphrased Kim as saying his new weapon would make the whole world clearly aware of North Korea's bolstered nuclear forces.
대륙간 탄도미사일 화성포 17형 시험 발사를 위한 전투 정보가 울렸습니다.
They're saying Banzai, right? That's so sick. Honestly, the shouting before the shot, it's a little hack. The Americans aren't doing that. The Americans aren't doing like 20 people being like, fire, fire, fire. Like, they're not doing that. Weird. Twelfth round. Just feed people. Oh my God.
시험 발사 성공의 기쁨이 발사장에 차고 넘쳤습니다.
Oh my God. This is so hacked, dude. This is like 1960s they were doing this in America, maybe. With World War II. Wow, dude. Great acting. Incredible. It is a Hollywood trailer, actually, because they're basically forced to act. It's kind of like the movie KCNA claimed the launch met its technical objectives and proved the giant missile could be operated quickly during wartime conditions.
경의하는 김정은 동지께서는
That's swagger, dude.
경의하는 김정은 동지께서는
What is he doing? What is he talking about?
전략무기 시험 발사 성공의 기쁨이 발사장에 차고 넘쳤습니다.
So silly.
전략무기 시험
He's so great. He's so great.
발사 성공의 기쁨이
I know. Like, what is he talking about?
발사장에 차고 넘쳤습니다.
Let's all go bang some hookers. Yeah. He's the best. Actually, Michael Malice was on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how, like, we shouldn't make fun of the people because they really are forced to act like this. And if you watch the movie Death of Stalin is actually, let's watch that and wrap this up because I know this timer is about to rip right now, and we're about to call it a night, babies. Death of Stalin trailer. This movie, and we cannot play the audio on this, but it's so funny. It's an American movie, basically. It's all like big American actors. Wait, is this Death of Stalin? Yeah, this is it. Death of Stalin, yeah. But it's all of them basically like, yeah, it's from the creator of Veep. So it's so funny. And it's basically, they're all having to do stuff like that, where he does something so dumb, like launches 12 missiles since Biden's been in office. You idiot. Like, what a waste of time, dude. Think of all the running around they all have to do for him. And then he comes around to like, launch it. And these military guys are like, this is our whole budget. What the hell are we going to do? Like, what? We don't have any money. You give us zero money. And like, you know, but you still have to pretend like it's such a great time. So they're always in this movie. It's so funny. They're always like, you know what? Like one of the major stories they said about Stalin too is that like, if you thought he was telling a joke, you have to just that's all. Like you got to rip on that laugh. You better come in hard on that laugh, because he was so petty that he would be like, how come this guy didn't? This one, you don't think it's funny? Like that. That's the level that he was ripping on. You know what I mean? Like that's how quick he had to come with it. And that's it. Let's do some comments. I'm going to call it a night. And listen, we're all going to figure out the future of this show. But one thing you know for sure is that you're not going to get this analysis from anyone else. No one else is doing this analysis. Totally. Yeah. Who's doing an anti-war message, really? It's not that popular. Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore's got it. Jimmy Dore's mostly doing it. But then he screams at people a lot. Like, he starts a lot of fights. It's so silly. And it's all comedy writers and comedy actors. It's so silly. Just how you had to act around Stalin. What a nut job. Terrifying. Yeah, dude. I'll just put this comment up. Thanks, Urain. Thank you. Wow. Joshua Mowdy, thanks for coming. Kim, Stalin was so cool, guys, but he never had these Ray-Bans, though. Yeah. That's true. What are these? Dude, if they copyright strike the Kim Jong Un shit, I'm gonna be so pissed. Wow, that music rips, eh? Oh yeah, dude, those Ray-Bans, dude, ripping. That is the most hopeful thing of it, though. Like, the guy's wearing a black leather jacket. I remember when I was a kid, I watched this movie in India, and it was like an Indian version. Like the Indian guy in the movie was basically like dressed like this, but he had a giant American flag on his back. And at the beginning of the movie, he's telling his dad, he's like, "I don't care, Dad. I'm a James Dean. I'm a rock and roll. I don't care, Daddy. I do what I want, Daddy. I don't care. I'm James Dean rock and roll. Fuck you, Dad." Ripping. Anyway, it follows the storyline of Rebel Without a Cause for the whole movie. It's a Bollywood movie. It's like a Bollywood remake of Rebel Without a Cause for the whole movie. Same glasses, same leather jacket. But in Rebel Without a Cause, the American one, because he's American rock and roll, he's so rock and roll in the American one that he kills himself at the end. He basically, I think he drives his motorcycle off a cliff just to be like, "Screw you, Dad. I hate you so much, Dad. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." And he just drove his motorcycle off a cliff, kills himself. The Indian version, it's the same movie, but instead of driving his motorcycle off the cliff, killing himself, at the end, his dad comes in and says, and basically his dad's like, "I want you to marry this girl, and I'm crying if you don't." And then the son goes, Daddy was right only. And then they do they tack on an extra half hour marriage. Half an hour for the planning the wedding and doing like a big wedding dance. Daddy was right only. Dude, at the beginning, he was like this. But that's the thing with this guy, too. Like, what is he doing? He said, fuck you, America. I'm a rock and roll. I'm bad boy. It's like, dude, you're dressing like an American. What are you wearing? Like, this is classic Americana. The leather jacket, the glasses. I mean, this is a sexy American look. You look like you're going to get in Top Gun or something. And this is your screw you to America? This is great. Man, they shot it like something Asian too. It's so Asian. The editing, so this so Asian. And I don't mean I mean Indian too. So Asian. I think South Korea, this is hack. Let's be honest. But when I say Asian, this is Indian style end editing. So goofy, dude. What a silly guy. Damn, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wheeler. Damn. Yeah. Just shoot. Just make a trailer. If you're gonna make a rocket, make a trailer. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it. I don't support it, but if you're gonna do it. But listen, everyone, thanks for coming. 9 p.m. This is our primetime hour, babies. This is our primetime hour. We ripped it at 9. Honestly, not a big difference in the amount of people watching. So maybe we'll just go back to daytime. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with the channel. And listen, you gotta. We'll keep doing rips. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep doing rips, and we'll just see what time. And then we'll keep working on editing the clips so the clips come out tighter, more clips, more shorts. This is, I think, the next move. Of course, the SEO. We're obviously taking a big hit initially with the loss of Steven. Some people, it's fine. If you got to go, you got to go. But you know what? Still, y'all are here. I appreciate you. This is fun for me. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy going through these clips with you. It's a lot of fun. We're going to get a lot of guests coming back on soon, too. So Elaine wants to come back. Marco's been talking about coming back, but I need to do Marco's channel too. So stay tuned for that. I'll post about it in the comment section. Make sure you support the digital ashram. As you can see, we're building the digital ashram. It's a church of loving kindness, and it's going to be built one brick at a time with your loving support. So make sure you keep, hit this like, hit the subscribe. Let me know what's up. Yeah, we'll talk soon, everybody. Peace. Thanks, Mobile Lube. You are loved.